Hello, we are
BTS.
Jin, Sugar, J-Hope, RM, Jimin, Boy, Jungkook. This is BTS. The forefront of the K-pop revolution that is sweeping the world. BTS are the biggest boy band since the Beatles. Their high-energy performances, thought-provoking lyrics, and trend-setting style has set them apart from all other musicians as they continue to reinvent pop culture. No one can stop the BTS global takeover.
At the very start, it's not just about we didn't like back in the days in 2013. I don't think we had this big attitudes like we're gonna change the industry or we're gonna change the whole world or we're gonna influence like millions and billions of people. What we could do and what we knew to do was just telling the stories what's our inside and to express it by the performances and the dances.
On June 2013, Big Hit Entertainment debuted their latest group, BTS. But it wasn't an overnight success for them. The early years were plagued with hardship and setbacks. It seemed as though the world didn't want them to succeed. But they never gave up. By 2020, BTS would be known and loved all over the world, smashing record after record. But who are the 7 Bangtan boys?
We'll say hello first. Hello, we are BTS.
Hello, we are
BTS.
Meet Jin, Mr. Worldwide Handsome. You only need to take one look at him to know how he got that nickname. Born December 4th, 1992, Kim Seok-jin is the oldest member of the group and one of the 4 vocalists. Jin was scouted by Big Hit Entertainment for his looks whilst walking down the street. At the time, he was studying acting and had no background in music. He auditioned for Big Hit as an actor before becoming an idol trainee. Sugar. Born Min Young-ki on March 9th, 1993, Sugar is a rapper but also a hugely influential writer and producer. His stage name, Sugar, is derived from the first syllables of the term shooting guard, a position he played in basketball as a student. In 2016, he adopted the alias August D for his mixtape, which is derived from the initials DT, short for his birthplace Daegutan, and Sugar, spelled backwards. Sugar is responsible for writing, composing, arranging, mixing, and mastering his own material. Over 70 registered songs are credited to him by the Korea Music Copyright Association. He is a pianist and produces hip-hop and R&B music. His lyrics involve themes that are full of dreams and hope, conceived with the intent of his music becoming many people's strength.
Perform here again this year. Thank you. Hello, I am your hope. J-Hope.
Jung Ho-suk, J-Hope, was born February 18th, 1994. He is primarily a rapper, but without a doubt the strongest dancer of the group. His stage name, J-Hope, comes from his desire to represent hope for fans, as well as to be the hope of BTS. It's also a reference to the myth of Pandora's box, as after the box was opened and all the evils inside were released to the world, the only thing left was hope. He attended Joy Dance Academy, located on Gyeomnam-ro Street, from age 10 to 16. His dedication to dance is undeniable. When the group learn new choreography together, he is always the first to pick it up and usually adds his own moves as he teaches the other boys. RM. Formerly known as Rap Monster, Kim Namjoon now goes by the acronym RM. Born September 12, 1994, RM is considered the leader of the group, despite not being the oldest. He is the only member of BTS who speaks fluent English, and because of this, he often leads during international interviews. In a 2017 interview on The Ellen Show, RM revealed that he learned English by watching the popular 90s sitcom Friends.
Actually, my English teacher was the sitcom Friends.
Oh, you
That's
watched
legendary.
Friends?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Like, thanks to my mother, she bought all the seasons for DVDs. It got 10 DVDs, right?
Right.
She bought me, and so firstly I watched with the Korean subtitle, and then next time I watched with the English subtitle, and then I just removed it.
Jimin. Park Jimin was born on October 13, 1995 in Busan, South Korea. Jimin is one of 4 vocalists. His vocals have been described as delicate and sweet. When he was a child, he attended Busan's Holdong Elementary School and Yosan Middle School. During middle school, he attended Just Dance Academy and learned popping and locking dance. Prior to becoming a trainee, Jimin studied contemporary dance at Busan High School of Arts and was a top student in the modern dance department. After a teacher suggested he audition with an entertainment company, it led him to Big Hit Entertainment. Jimin is a perfectionist and is often very critical of his own performances down to the finest details. He is the most active on social media, always sharing his cute and wholesome posts with #Jimin. Meet Bui, the Chief of Mischief. Born Kim Tae-hyung on December 30th, 1995 in Daegu, South Korea. He is the eldest of 3 children with a younger brother and sister. Bui first aspired to be a professional singer in elementary school and eventually began taking saxophone lessons in early middle school as a means of pursuing the career. Bui initially became a trainee for Big Hit Entertainment after auditioning. He brings his talents as a deep and soulful vocalist and dancer to BTS. Outside of music, Bui is passionate about fine art and photography. Jungkook. Jungkook was born on September 1st, 1997 in Busan, South Korea. In 2011, Jungkook auditioned for the South Korean talent show Superstar K during its auditions in Daegu. Though he was not selected, he received casting offers from 7 entertainment companies. He eventually chose to become a trainee under Big Hit Entertainment after seeing RM perform. To work on his dance skills in preparation for debut, he went to Los Angeles during the summer of 2012 to receive dance training. He lends his powerful vocals to BTS as one of 4 vocalists. He is also the youngest member of the group. With 6 brothers in BTS looking out for him since he was 15, he has learned and grown from each of them. BTS are beloved by a dedicated army of fans that is literally called ARMY.
Like an 11 out of 10.
No words, no words. I can't believe I'm here.
They're always encouraging us to love ourselves.
Yeah, they taught me how to love myself. I really suffer sometimes, and they really taught me to love myself.
It's just the message they show to us, you know, love yourself.
It's just different, and they've got good stories, but like meaning behind their songs.
Yeah.
It's inspirational.
Anyone in the BTS army can testify that it has been a long and challenging road becoming the superstar idols BTS are today.
You know, as time goes by, we grew up and we've been getting so much love from all the fans, and they started to tell us that our message and our performances changed their lives and inspired theirs so much. So for us, what makes us keep going and keep going through this whole hardships and ironies of this industry and this big fame was that the words that we helped them love themselves more, and our stories and our message and our performances helped them get the open mind and the positivities. So it's like I expressed actually at one interview in 2014 that this is BTS, and this thing is about charging each other's batteries. So we do our things and messages and performances, and they tell us how we influence them, and it's like charging each other. And at first, at 2013, we didn't have this specific attitude or like this big thing, but they changed us, and I'm very happy to be able to do that, and we're very happy to be the messenger for many people's lives and the positivities. Thank you.
BTS began its formation in 2010 after Big Hit Entertainment CEO Bang Shuk met with group leader RM and was impressed with his rapping. BTS was originally supposed to be a hip-hop group, similar to YG Entertainment's One Time, but between their initial formation and their debut, Bang Shuk decided that the contemporary youth needed instead a hero who can lend them a shoulder to lean on even without speaking a single word. The group was meant to debut in 2011 and feature on several tracks by artists such as 2AM and Lee Seunggi, before their debut was postponed and the group was reorganized into a more traditional idol group. The lineup was then finalized with Jin, Suga, J-Hope, RM, Jimin, Boy, and Jungkook in 2012. On June 12, 2013, BTS released their debut single album, Too Cool for School, the first installment in their School trilogy series, simultaneously with its lead single, No More Dream. It's almost shocking to see how much the group's aesthetic and music style has changed since this very early video. What was once gritty urban hip-hop has transformed into their modern mantra of self-love and self-expression. The song peaks at number 124 in Korea before quickly falling off the charts. In Too Cool for School, BTS employed an old-school hip-hop sound with scratches from the 1980s to 90s and excessively fierce visuals. From their inception, BTS was convinced that telling their story was the only way for the younger generation to relate to their music. The lyrics of the album primarily reflected on the misunderstanding and prejudice towards them, criticism of the society that diminishes their dreams, and the anxiety and determination towards their future. The album's release was followed by several appearances on Korean music shows. Despite lacking polish, these early live performances demonstrated BTS's potential with their intense and charismatic stage presence. In September 2013, BTS released the second part to their school trilogy, the EP Oh Are You Late Too, along with its single No, which peaked at number 92 in Korea. The EP peaked at number 4 in Korea and has sold over 160,000 copies to date, including 34,000 copies in its release year. Musically, BTS did not fundamentally change their sound as compared with Too Cool for School, utilizing fiery rapping along with trap beats, brass, and soulful melodies. Lyrically, the EP expanded on the theme of dreams and happiness, revealing their frustration under the harsh Korean education system and their determination to confront the struggle of proving themselves. Despite several performances on Korean music shows, the single quickly fell off the charts. This didn't stop BTS, as by the end of the year they were recognized with several New Artist of the Year awards, including the 5th Melon Music Awards, 28th Golden Disc Awards, and the 23rd Seoul Music Awards.
공동 수상입니다.
네.
김예림 씨, 방탄소년단 축하드립니다. 축하합니다.
2013 멜론 뮤직 어워드 신인상.
방시혁 PD님, 최영훈 대표님, 최효정 부서장님, 유석준 이사님, 김신규 이사님, 남성호 팀장님, 송호범 대리님, 재근이요, 성득쌤, 성현이요, 하정 실장님, 식구분들, 순수 스태프분들, 그리고 방탄, 그리고 마지막으로 아미! 정말 모두 사랑합니다. 저희 모두 도와주시고 기다려주시고 저희 지원해주신 분 정말 감사합니다. 부모님 사랑합니다.
The last act to their school trilogy, the EP School Love Affair, was released in January 2014 and topped the Get On album chart, selling 100,000 copies in 2014 and over 250,000 copies overall. It also marked BTS's first appearance on Billboard's World Album Chart, peaking at number 3. One of the biggest hits on the album was supported by the single Boy in Love. While School Love Affair musically retained much of their hip-hop influences, with the incorporation of R&B and hard rock, the album coincided with a thematic shift from dreams and happiness to love, focusing on school-age and youthful love. Following School Love Affair's release, BTS made several appearances on Korean music shows and held their first fan meeting that March, with an audience of 3,000 fans in Seoul. That July, BTS held their first concert in the United States in West Hollywood for free and to an audience of 200 fans. They even spent the day handing out flyers on the streets, the same streets where just 5 years later, thousands of fans would be standing in line for their sold-out shows. In August 2014, BTS released their first Korean studio album, Dark and Wild, which peaked at number 2 in Korea and sold over 200,000 copies total. It was supported by 2 singles, Danger and War of Hormone. The album served as a narrative extension of the School trilogy and transitioned into their next series. Musically, the album fused the grungy, electric guitar sounds of rock within the framework of hip-hop and continued to expand their sound towards R&B. The central theme of the album's lyrics focused on expressing the sentiment of maturing, youthful desires, and impatience for romance. – 2015 was the year that BTS set their sights on taking the mainstream. Shifting their sound and image from solely aggressive, masculine hip-hop to more diverse styles, BTS wanted to express the beauty and anxiousness of youth. Their third EP, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 1, released in March 2015 and explored the growth and emotional agony of youth, as well as its playful and uplifting sides. The lead single, I Need You, was BTS's first top 5 hit in Korea. The I Need You music video sees the members of BTS portraying discomforted youths running away from the past, and was released on April 29, 2015. The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 2 is the 4th BTS EP. The album was released on November 30th, 2015 by Big Hit Entertainment. It's available in 2 versions and contains 9 tracks with Run as its lead single. Thematically, the EP focused more on the serious and speculative aspects of youth, touching on the pursuit of success, loneliness, affection for their origins, and the suffering of the younger generation due to the unfavorable conditions in current society. The album topped the weekly Ga-On album and Billboard World Album charts, and BTS became the first K-pop act to remain atop the latter for multiple weeks. It also marked their first appearance on the Billboard 200 chart, peaking at number 171 with over 5,000 copies. Their first Korean compilation album and the finale to their youth series, The Most Beautiful Moments in Life, Young Forever, was released in May 2016. It included 3 new singles: the top 40 hit Epilogue, Young Forever, the top 10 hit Fire, and the top 20 hit Save Me. The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Young Forever won BTS their first major Korean award for Album of the Year at the 8th Melon Music Awards. This award was a landmark to how far they'd come.
방탄소년단 축하드립니다.
축하합니다. 2016 Melon Music Award Best Album of the Year. 아멘! 감사합니다.
The boys were barely able to contain their emotions as RM gave a powerful speech thanking ARMY for their incredible support.
정말 네, 저희를 만들어주신, 도와주신, 낳아주신, 항상 지지해주신 많은 분들께 정말 감사하고 항상 사랑하고 진짜 올해 저희가 데뷔하고 나서 최고의 상을 멜론 뮤직 어워드에서 받는 것 같습니다. 방시혁 PD님, 빅히트 엔터테인먼트 정말 우리 도와주신 모든 부모님, 친구들 다시 한번 감사드리고 아미 사랑해요, 아미 I love you!
Pre-orders for their second Korean studio album, Wings, released in October 2016, accumulated over 50,000 copies within the first week. Wings combined the themes of youth presented in their previous youth series with temptation and adversity, and for the first time as a major group effort, included 7 solo tracks that demonstrated each member's potential and individuality as independent musicians. The album was generally well received by critics, with Rolling Stone naming it one of the most conceptually and sonically ambitious pop albums of 2016. While Fuse praised the vulnerable and honest song material and diverse tracks. The music video for the lead single, Blood, Sweat and Tears, gained over 6 million views within 24 hours, breaking the previous record held on YouTube for the highest number of views of a K-pop group music video within 24 hours. This was another groundbreaking music video for the group, combining high energy and high intensity with powerful, high-concept imagery. Wings opened at number 26 on the US Billboard 200, the highest chart ranking ever for a K-pop album, and BTS became the first Korean group to top the Billboard Social 50 chart that month. It was their first million-seller album, moving over 1.5 million copies in South Korea that year. BTS were the first artist not from a big 3 entertainment company, SM, YG, and JYP, to win Artist of the Year at the 18th Mnet Asian Music Awards in December. 2017 saw BTS continue to skyrocket. In February 2017, BTS released the repackaged edition of Wings 2016, entitled You Never Walk Alone, featuring the single Spring Day. BTS commenced their second world tour, 2017 BTS Live Trilogy Episode 3, The Wings Tour, from February to December. The tour visited 12 countries, including Brazil, Australia, Japan, Hong Kong, and the United States, and gathered 550,000 fans. On the tour, BTS began to play progressively larger venues, moving from halls into arenas and domes. Tickets for the North American leg sold out within minutes, and 2 additional shows were added due to high demand, making BTS the first K-pop act to sell out arenas in the United States. After completing their North American leg, BTS attended the 24th Billboard Music Awards in May and won Top Social Artist, becoming the first Korean group awarded a Billboard Music Award.
Army, our friend, and thank you very much. You know, we still cannot believe that we're standing here on this stage at the Billboard Music Awards. Oh my gosh.
Following the depiction of growth and temptation in Wings 2016 and consolation in You Never Walk Alone 2017, BTS embarked on their Love Yourself series, which sought the enlightenment of self-love through the narrative sequence of beginning, development, turn, and conclusion. BTS released the first part of the series, their fifth EP, Love Yourself, Her, and featured music from the Chainsmokers' Andrew Taggart for the track Best of Me. DNA was the lead single on the album and became a huge international hit. The music video mixes in images of actual DNA as BTS mimics the chemical structure of the molecule through choreography. Unlike many of their music videos, DNA is devoid of any extensive plot and instead features the boy band performing while bathed in vibrant hues on a variety of CGI-enhanced sets. The music video broke the previous record for the most viewed K-pop group music video within the first 24 hours, with more than 20 million views on YouTube. Love Yourself, Her sent BTS higher than ever before. In November 2017, BTS became the first K-pop group to perform at the American Music Awards, raising their profile internationally. That same month, Guinness World Records revealed that BTS had earned a spot in their 2018 edition for having the world's most Twitter engagements for a music group. In the lead-up to their next album, BTS released an original 8-episode documentary series exclusively on YouTube Premium, entitled Burn the Stage, that ran from March until May 2018. Offering a behind-the-scenes look at the group's 2017 Wings tour. In May 2018, BTS released their third Korean-language studio album, Love Yourself, Tear, in conjunction with an appearance at the 25th Billboard Music Awards. At the show, BTS debuted as performers with the premiere of their lead single, Fake Love, and won Top Social Artist, making them the only Korean artist to win the award 2 years in a row. Love Yourself, Tear also became BTS's first top 10 hit in the United Kingdom, reaching number 8 on the UK albums chart. As the conclusion of the Love Yourself series, BTS released their second Korean compilation album, Love Yourself, Answer, in August 2018. Which contained songs from the previous Love Yourself releases, along with 7 additional new tracks. The album was supported by the lead single, Idol, and the alternative digital release featuring Nicki Minaj. On September 6, 2018, the music video featuring Nicki Minaj was released. The music video is similar to the original music video, but with some additional scenes, and Nicki Minaj rapping her part with Korean transliteration of the lyrics at her back. Love Yourself, Answer received rave reviews, with Billboard calling it a masterful culmination of years of work and rife with meaning. and, undeniably, a magnum opus from BTS that few other artists, boy bands or otherwise, can ever hope to achieve. In conjunction with Love Yourself Answer's release in 2018, BTS commenced their third world tour, BTS World Tour Love Yourself.
They don't sell just music. They sell a message. They sell feels. They give them to their fans.
Crossing over to film, BTS released Burn the Stage, the movie, in theaters worldwide in November 2018 to commercial success. In the United States, it accumulated $1.2 million on opening day, breaking the record for the highest-grossing event cinema musical production, which was previously set in 2014 by the band One Direction. In February 2019, BTS attended the 61st Grammy Awards as award presenters. In April, BTS became the first Asian act to surpass 5 billion streams on Spotify. And Time named them as one of Time's 100 most influential people of 2019. Their sixth EP, Map of the Soul, Persona, was released on April 12th, with the lead single Boy With Love, featuring American singer Halsey. Map of the Soul Persona became the first Korean language album to reach the #1 position in both the UK and Australia, and the group's third consecutive album to top the Billboard 200 and the third within 11 months, joining the likes of the Beatles, who achieved the same in 1995 to 96. Following their 2 wins at the 26th Billboard Music Awards in May, including for Top Duo/Group, BTS embarked on their world tour stadium extension, Love Yourself, Speak Yourself, with dates in multiple stadium venues, including Wembley Stadium, Stade de France, MetLife Stadium, Rose Bowl, and Soldier Field.
네, 인사부터 드리도록 하겠습니다. 둘, 셋.
We'll say hello first.
안녕하세요.
Hello, we are BTS.
안녕하십니까. Hello, we are BTS.
Hi guys.
Please have a seat.
정말 많은 기자님들이 오셨는데
We have many members of the press present here today, both from the UK as well as Korea and other parts of the world. Again, thank you for coming to our press conference today.
동시 통역이
As announced earlier, simultaneous interpretation will be provided as well as consecutive interpretation in Korean. So our reporters from Korea will not need to use the receivers. So I would like to invite V first for his
네, 안녕하십니까. 방탄소년단
Hello,
V입니다.
my name is V of
우선
BTS.
정말 이렇게 영국
First, I must say that I'm very thankful that I am able to perform here at Wembley Stadium, not just one day, but 2 days. We have a 2-day
정말
concert.
떨지 않고 정말 최선을
So we will try to
다해서
do our best and try not to be too nervous and put on the best show that we can provide. Thank you.
안녕하세요. 슈가입니다.
Hello, I am
앰블리에서
Suga.
정말 많은 기자분들을
It's
만나게 돼서
an
정말 영광이고요.
an honor to
정말
meet
즐거운 경기
all
될것
of these
같습니다.
members of the press
그리고
here at Wembley
이거
Stadium, and I
앰블리
think it will be a
같은 경우도
great
또
experience.
생중계가 되기
And
때문에
this performance, as you know, is going to be
또
broadcasted
저희들이
live all over the world, so
또
it makes us
남는다는
nervous, but I think
더 열심히
it's going to be so it's going to make us work even harder. So again, thank you for coming, and I hope you can also enjoy our performance. Thank you.
네, 안녕하세요. 방탄소년단
Hello, my name is Jin of
일단 이번
BTS.
영국까지 와주신 기자님들
I'd like to
너무
welcome you here, and then thank you for coming all the way here to the UK
영국
for
굉장히
this press
유명한
conference and this
많은
performance. And
뮤지션분들이 나오는
many
건데요. 일단 영국에서 공연을 한다는 것
The
자체를
UK is famous for having
생각을 하고
produced many great artists, so it is an honor for us to perform here, and we will again put on the best performance that we possibly can. Thank you.
네, 안녕하세요. 정국입니다.
Hello, I am Jungkook.
네, 이렇게 웸블리에서 공연을 하게 되어서
It's again
너무나
a great
영광스럽고
honor to perform here at Wembley Stadium, and we first planned on one performance, but thanks to all the support from our army, we are able to provide another additional show. So we have to thank our fans for their love and their support, and we will in turn try to put as perfect a performance as we can
이번
here
공연이
tonight.
전 세계에 생중계 된다고
And
들었는데
I've also heard that this performance is going to be broadcasted live around the world. So even if you're not here with us at this stadium, I hope you can join us and enjoy us for tonight's performance. Thank you.
네, 안녕하세요. 방탄소년단 지민입니다.
Hello, I am Jimin of BTS.
이렇게 와주신 기자 여러분
Again, I would like to thank the members of the press for being here today and joining us today.
그리고 저희가 작년에
And last year we had our first
이렇게 스타디움 네 투어 자체가 저희의 영광의
And this
시작이었던 것
tour
같아요. 그래서
last year I think was the beginning of all of this glory and this blessing that we have. So we'd like to thank the fans for giving us this opportunity to perform here again this year. Thank you. Hello, I am your hope, J-Hope.
네. 아 드디어 모두가 기대하고.
So this is the performance that we've all been waiting for. We are here at the Wembley Stadium. It is an incredible honor to be here, and
감사의 인사를 우리
I must thank our fans for giving us this honor.
마음가짐에 대한 변화는 없는 것 같아요.
And I think it's our approach to the performance. I think is the same. We are artists who love to perform, so we will all do what we've always done and do our best and write our new history here in this very historical venue. So again, I hope you enjoy our performance. Thank you.
네, 안녕하세요. RM입니다.
Hello, I am RM.
마이크가 많이 떨린 것 같아요.
I think the microphones are a little bit nervous.
Microphones are very nervous because they came to Wembley. 네, 그래서 자꾸 목소리가 떨리는 것 같습니다.
So I think that's why
정말
the
이렇게
mics are as nervous as we are. This is a very symbolic and a very historical location, and to be able to do anything here, I think, is a great honor.
사실 지금 오늘 저희가 여기 있는 것은
And we are here today not only thanks due to our efforts, but also due to the efforts of all of our staff and all of you here and members of the media who have continued to spread our news about us, and as well as show the love and the support that we have received. So I think we're very thankful and we feel very fortunate, and we'll try to do the best we can for today's performance. Thank you.
그러면 기자님들 질의응답
Thank you. So now we will receive questions from the members of the press. We'd like to ask you to ask one question per person. Please tell us who you are, where you're from, and then please ask your question. If you raise your hand, we will give you a microphone.
네, 이데일리에서 온 고규대라고 합니다.
고규대 from eDaily.
질문을 두 개를 해도.
I have two questions, if I may. One. Okay, I'll ask just one.
제이홉에게 여쭤볼게요.
I have a question to J-Hope.
얼마 전에 5월달에
In May,
쇼에 출연해가지고
you were on a American show, and it was a tribute to the Beatles. And now you're here in the UK, the land of the Beatles.
21세기 비틀즈하고 분리.
And some people say that you are the Beatles of the 21st century. So how did it feel to have that tribute performance? And now you're here in the UK, the home of the Beatles. I'm sure it's very special. So if you could tell, J-Hope, if you can tell us how you felt at the performance and how you feel now that you're here in the UK.
일단은 너무나도 영광스럽고요.
Well, first, it's an honor
출연하게 돼서
being on that TV program and sort of recreating the Beatles'
쇼의
performance
컨셉에 맞게
and
또 이제 퍼포먼스를
have that performance with that theme, the Beatles theme. Again, it was an amazing honor, and of course, the Beatles are artists that we love. And I personally was very honored and very happy.
근데 이제 또 사실 이제 BTS는 BTS만의
Now,
음악과 색깔을 또
BTS
보여주고 있다고
has
생각해요.
the BTS's own unique music and our own new color, our unique color. So I hope that we will continue to show, and we will then show our own color and our own themes, and try to show the world and show to you, our own color and our own music. And now here we are here in the UK.
보여주고 싶은 마음이
And we want
굉장히
to
커요.
show
웸블리도
to
저희에게는
the
굉장히
UK who we are and our own color. And Wembley Stadium, of course, is a very historical, a very important location venue.
기대를 많이
So we have looked forward to this conference, to this performance, excuse me, and we will try to show and return the love that we have received with a great and fun performance. I hope you can enjoy the concert. You asked for an episode. Any anecdotes or episodes from the TV show? Well, the costume was very unique. So I think the members were amazed at the costume, the theme of the costume that we wore of the Beatles. And now for me personally,
이 들어가기 전에 비틀스 음악을 좀 많이 들어보고 들어갔었던 기억이 있고요.
I listened to some Beatles music before the performance, and then of course I sang "Hey Jude" during the interview, and the fans and the audience members seemed to really like it. And the band also played along to the song, so I think that was very special. And I think it was very fun, and the show was very comfortable. They made us feel very comfortable.
안녕. BTS. Hi. I just have a quick question from ITN, and we would like to know: is there a British band that you guys would want to do a collaboration with?
네, ITN에서 왔고요. 혹시 콜라보하고 싶은 영국 밴드가 있는지 말씀해 주십시오.
일단 저는 오랫동안 영국 아티스트 중 콜드플레이를
Of course, I have loved Coldplay for years and listened to them forever. So I always felt that when I came to the UK, whenever I come to the UK, I listen to Coldplay in the car when I go to a performance. So if there's an opportunity, I'd like to work with Coldplay, and that'd be great. If there's an opportunity.
They came to Korea like years ago, and me and J-Hope went to the concert. It's like a Wembley in Korea, and they came. So we saw Chris Martin and the other members, and it was a great memory. So I think everybody loves Coldplay, and maybe so. Of course, Paul McCartney. It'll be such a great honor if we could collaborate with him.
네, 수년 전에 콜드플레이가 내한 공연을 했었죠. 그때 저와 제이홉도 본 기억이 있는데요. 그때 아마 한국의 웸블리 그래서 폴 맥카트니 씨와 또 콜라보를 할 수 있으면 굉장히 큰 영광이겠죠. 또 굉장히 큰 영광일 것 같습니다.
네, 다음 질문 받겠습니다.
Next question, please.
안녕하세요.
네, 안녕하십니까.
스타디움 공연이 남아 있는데 웸블리 공연하는 것을
You
저희에게 생중.
are performing here in Wembley, and you are going to broadcast it live. Why here? Why Wembley?
이 웸블리가 가지고
I think there is a very symbolic importance of a performance here at Wembley Stadium.
가수로서 꿈의
And
무대들이
I
몇 군데
think
있는데요.
there are some, dream stages. Of course, there are stadiums in the United States and Paris, everywhere. But I think, we from when we were young, we saw the, me, my brother and I, when we were young, we grew up watching the Live Aid performance, the video. So I felt that, coming here to Wembley, we felt that this is a moment that we want to share with the rest of the world. And I don't know, I think just thinking about coming here to Wembley, I barely got any sleep last night. So that's how nervous we are, and that's how fantastic I think this performance is going to be. So I think that all of our fans who watch it live will also share in a lot of this enthusiasm that we have.
정확한 시기는 모르겠지만
So we don't know
월드
when.
스타디움 투어를
But
하게 되면
when we have our World Stadium
기자님들을
tour,
모셔놓고
we would like to
저희가
invite you
기자회견을
again
하고 싶습니다.
and have
사실
a press conference
반은
again.
진심이었고 반은
Yeah, I think
후원이었는데요.
we to be here was like
현실이
half.
돼서 너무 감사하고
It was a
감사의
dream and
마음을
half
담고
being serious, but we are thrilled that we are actually here.
아까 앞서 어떤 친구가
As
말씀드렸던
one of
것처럼
the members mentioned earlier, that we have our performance here, but our performance will be the same, and our mindset will be the same. And I hope that we can continue to hold on to this, so we can continue to hold on to this mindset wherever we perform. When we have a performance or when we have our music, make music, there's only so much that we can try to convey, the sincerity and the message that we can convey. But we would like to thank you for being the window through which our message is transmitted.
통역이 다 되는군요.
I guess you already have the interpretation, so and I don't need to say that again. Thank you for coming.
Tonight. Thank you so much.
네, 그럼 이것으로
That
기자간담회 마치도록
concludes our
하겠습니다.
press conference.
부탁드립니다.
Let's have a big round of applause for BTS.
감사합니다.
Thank you.
Cheers.
As 2019 continued, BTS just saw award after award come their way. On December the 31st, 2019, BTS even performed in New York City's Times Square for ABC's Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. In January 2020, BTS released Black Swan, along with a choreography art film performed by Slovenian-based NM Dance Company, as their first single from their fourth Korean-language studio album, Map of the Soul 7. Map of the Soul 7 was released on February 21st to universal acclaim. The album was supported by the lead single, On, and an alternative digital release featuring Australian singer Sia. In just 9 days of its release, Map of the Soul 7 sold more than 4.1 million copies, surpassing the record of their previous album, Map of the Soul Persona, to become the best-selling album in the history of South Korea. The lead single, On, debuted at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 with 86,000 downloads, becoming BTS's first top 5 and their biggest sales week for a song. In support of the Map of the Soul series, BTS plan to embark on their fourth worldwide concert tour and second stadium tour, Map of the Soul Tour, starting in April in the United States. However, the tour dates were cancelled due to the coronavirus pandemic. Not to be defeated, BTS held a 2-day online stream concert event titled Bang Bang Con to reach their fans despite the lockdowns around the world. On April 17, 2020, RM confirmed that a new album had begun production, but stated no release date is set. BTS's unmatched international success has been the catalyst for a K-pop revolution around the world. While their success as an idol group looks to be untouched, the future holds some worrying uncertainty. Due to a history of military conflict with the North, South Korea has a law of compulsory military service for all able-bodied men. The length of military service can vary, but it requires almost 2 years of service. Very rare exceptions have been made in the past for athletes and classical musicians, but never idols. However, the Bangtan boys of BTS have never shied away from their willingness to serve their country. They are proud of their heritage and respect the call. How the band will handle this hiatus is uncertain, but their music will continue to inspire self-love to all their fans, no matter where the future takes them. BTS have achieved success unlike that of any other music artists in history. Their incredible journey from unknown idol group to international superstardom has been an uphill battle. But through their love of their craft, their love for music, dancing, performance, and their strong brotherly love for each other, they have conquered the world. No one can stop the BTS global takeover.
Hello, we are
BTS.